So traffic. We all know that traffic is the single most important thing to have on your website because traffic means people. And whatever you're doing with your website, whether you want to sell your products online, whether you want people to find your business, whether you want people to find your software tool, it doesn't matter. You always will need traffic because without traffic, your website is like having a store in the middle of the desert. Nobody will ever see it. And this, what you're seeing right now, it's one of the things I see the most in the SEO space and in the digital marketing space. Okay, people create beautiful websites. They make it. They put very good images on it. They put every detail about their business. But then it ends up with like 100 people every month, and this will not move the needle. Okay, you need to have a website that has consistent traffic, like we have this one, for example. All right, this website has 22,000 people visiting every month. Okay, and you can see that the value of this traffic is substantially higher than the previous one. This guy's traffic is worth $4,000, while this one is only worth $200. So if you have a website, your main goal, okay, as a business owner, as a digital marketer, is to grow traffic on your website. And up until 2024, 25, if you wanted to have organic traffic, okay, if you wanted to have traffic on your website without having to spend money on Google Ads, the only way to grow this and to get this traffic would be organically through Google, what we call SEO. And how do you do SEO? Well, you have to publish consistent content to your website, which was a pain in the ass. If you want me to be honest, you would have to spend hours researching and writing and publishing content and finding images and finding links and all of that. Or you would grow backlinks, which means having other websites talking about you. For example, if you have the Forbes.com or CNN or whatever authority sites citing you and putting a link to your website inside their own website, you would have a very strong backlink. And with backlinks, you can grow your domain rating faster and grow organic traffic faster. But truth is, nowadays, there's another source of traffic, okay? You not only rely on Google to get people on your website, but you can also rely on AI models. And this is because when you ask something to, for example, ChatGPT or to Perplexity or to Gemini, they have the ability to link to your website and recommend you, okay? So for example, if you are the owner of Ferrari, okay, and if you search what is the best Italian car, the fastest Italian supercar, it will tell you the best supercar is Ferrari, okay? And you will have a citation, okay? So for business owners, okay, and for marketers, one of the most important things to focus in 2026 is to get these AI citations. And not only because they are very important and they can get your site recommended faster, but also because they're easier to get than the traditional SEO, okay? So these AI models, what they do is they go on the web and they search for content that satisfies the prompt that the user gave, okay? So if your website has enough content answering potential prompts or prompts that people usually input on their AI models, you have a higher probability of getting cited and recommended by these AI models, all right? And that's why I want to show you the simplest and the fastest way to grow citations on your website in 2026, which is using this tool called Arvow, okay? So they have a feature called the LLM brand monitors that track your brand and they track your business across all the AI LLMs, okay? So they track ChatGPT, they track Claude, they track Gemini, Perplexity, and even Grok from Twitter, okay? And the only thing you need to do is to create a new monitor. You will put here your website, Arvow will find out everything about your website, about who you are, and then it will recommend prompts that people are likely inputting in their AI models. Okay, so I did this one as an example. This is the SEMrush.com, okay, which is a very popular site, and these are the brand informations that Arvow retrieved. Okay, SEMrush is a leading digital marketing toolkit. Blah, 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 blah. You can obviously make these more complete and add more context so Arvow can get better prompts, but just the standard version already gave me some interesting prompts, which already has information that, in my opinion, it's super valuable. For example, for this prompt right here, what are the best tools for competitor analysis in digital marketing? You can see that we have a visibility of 71% and we have a very positive sentiment of over 50. And this sentiment means how positively are these AI models talking about me, because they can be recommending me or they can be telling like, beware, don't use this. Okay, you're getting a citation, you're getting mentioned, but not in a positive way. So your goal is to be cited very often, but in a very positive way, like SEMrush is being right now. And you can also see, okay, if you open the prompt, you can see the responses across all the CMSs, okay? You can see, for example, that Perplexity is talking better about me than Grok, okay? And you can even open and see where you're getting mentioned and how are you getting mentioned, okay? So you have a full comprehension of how your brand and how this prompt is performing across all LLMs, all right? And you can obviously add more prompts if you want to. In this case, I would add more prompts because the more information, the better. But on the other hand, we can also have even more valuable data, which is where we are not being cited. And for example, for this prompt, how can I track my website's performance and identify areas for improvement? Our visibility, it's very, very low, all right? Only 13%. And LLMs like Claude, Gemini, and Perplexity are not even citing me at all, okay? So this is something that would raise flags, all right, immediately, that we need to start making content for this prompt so we can get cited and recommended ASAP, okay? For example, if I open the Claude, SEMrush is not being mentioned at all, which is a big, big problem, especially because SEMrush tracks website performance and identifies areas for improvement, okay? So what would I do in this situation where my brand and my business is not getting recommended for a specific prompt? Well, I use this right now. Okay, I'm gonna show you exactly what I do. I would copy this prompt, I would open Claude, all right, and I would paste this prompt right here, all right? And let me show you. My brand is not getting cited by AI models when users input the following prompt, okay? And here, this is the same prompt as here, okay? The same thing. And then I asked him for, give me a list containing 2 fields, SEO keyword plus title, for articles that I can create to fight it back and give the AI models the info that they need to cite me, okay? So pretty much what the AI LLM models are telling you is that there is not enough information and content on your website to satisfy this prompt right here. So what we need to do is to create that content and give it to the AI models so they can read my website, they can understand that I satisfy the prompt, and they can start citing me, okay? And for that, we're also gonna use Arvow, because Arvow not only has this feature for the LLM brand monitor, but it also creates optimized articles that get you AI citations faster, all right? So let's just wait for Claude to do its research, for Claude to give us the inputs, and then we're gonna put those inputs inside Arvow, and we're gonna not only generate the articles, but also publish them directly to our website, okay? So let me get back to you once this is done. And here we have the Claude response, okay? As I told you before, it says to get cited, you need to become the go-to reference on those specific subtopics, okay? So we're gonna create content around these subtopics, And I will show you an example right here. For example, website performance metrics as our keyword. Okay, so we just go here to Arvow, we click SEO article, we're gonna input the keyword, and now we're gonna input the title. So website performance metrics explain what to track and why it matters. Okay, so we're gonna add this title, right? You can then further customize your article. All right, this is fully customizable. You can choose the language, you can choose structure, you can add your sitemap to get internal links, which is a fantastic way to get rankings and citations even faster. You can choose images, videos, whatever, but I'm not going too much in detail because I don't want to overwhelm you. I just want to tell you that if I click here to generate article, all right, this article will be generated in like 1 or 2 minutes, and it will be fully optimized. So all the Arvow engine that creates the article is following the best Google practices. Okay, we don't want to get spam reports, we don't want to get our content flagged, we want to create optimized content, and this is why I choose Arvow to generate the content. So let's just wait for it to get generated, and while it just generated, okay, here it is. And if I open the article, all right, you can see that we have a very complete with a very nice structure. Okay, you don't really need to know all about the structure and all that was done. Okay, you just need to know that this article is ready to rank and ready to be given to the AI models to get these citations, okay? And one of the best indicators is that you have a lot of frequently asked questions, okay? So what are website performance metrics and why should I care? You have a lot of frequently asked questions, so this article is ready to be published. And now, if you want to publish to your website, okay, you don't really need to manually copy and paste all of these and transfer it to your website. No, you simply click here on open, you click here on publish, and you can publish to your website, okay? Arvow integrates with WordPress, but not only, okay, it integrates also with a bunch of other website platforms. And this is why Arvow is the go-to tool to get AI citations the fastest in 2026. So yeah, I hope you guys understood my point here, why it's so important to grow traffic, why Google is not the only way to get traffic in 2026, and why tracking the way your brand is performing across LLMs and AI models will give you an instant leverage against your competitors. So if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe the channel, comment if you have any questions. I will also leave a link for Arvow in the description, all right, and give you guys a discount code. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to watch this next, and I see you on the next one.